The house at Hollow Creek. On the outskirts of a small, forgotten town stood an ancient house everyone called the Hollow Creek Manor. For decades, people avoided it. The wooden shutters dangled by rusty hinges, the roof caved in places, and the tall grass outside whispered with the wind. Yet the house seemed alive, as though it watched anyone who dared walk too close. For generations, locals told chilling stories about it. They said the family who once lived there vanished overnight, leaving dinner still warm on the table. Others spoke of screams heard at midnight, echoing from the windows though no one lived inside. The dare one autumn night, 4 friends, Ethan, Sarah, David, and Mia, decided to test their courage. They had grown up hearing the legends, and now, at 19, they wanted proof. With flashlights, cameras, and nervous laughter, they crossed the rotting wooden bridge leading to the front door. The moment they entered, the air changed. It was colder, heavier, almost suffocating. The smell of damp wood and mold burned their noses. Their footsteps echoed unnaturally, as though the house itself amplified every sound. Whispers in the dark. In the living room, an old fireplace was filled with ashes, though no fire had burned there in decades. Above it hung a cracked family portrait. 2 parents and their daughter, but their eyes had been violently scratched out. As the group moved deeper, Sarah froze. "Did you hear that?" she whispered. Faint whispers drifted through the hall, calling their names, not loudly, just enough to crawl into their ears. Ethan laughed nervously. "It's the wind." But David shook his head. "No, the wind doesn't know our names." The 2nd floor. The staircase groaned under their weight as they climbed. On the 2nd floor, doors slammed one by one, though no one touched them. Mia gripped Ethan's arm, trembling. At the end of the hall was a nursery. Inside, an old crib sat beneath a broken window. A single doll lay inside, its porcelain face cracked, one eye missing. Suddenly, the doll turned its head. Mia screamed, dropping her flashlight. The light rolled across the floor, illuminating footprints that appeared in the dust. Small, childlike footprints moving toward them. The attic. Terrified, they decided to leave, but every hallway led them back to the same staircase. No matter which door they opened, they returned to the same place. Finally, they found a narrow ladder leading to the attic. Up there, the air was icy cold. Cobwebs hung like curtains, and in the center was a wooden trunk. Ethan, against everyone's protests, opened it. Inside were dozens of journals. The entries spoke of a little girl named Abigail, who cried every night because the voices in the walls wouldn't let her sleep. The last entry ended with shaky handwriting. "They are here. They want us. We cannot escape." The final moment. The attic door slammed shut. Their flashlights flickered and died. In the dark, the whispers grew louder, surrounding them, overlapping, screaming. The sound was unbearable. David dropped to his knees, covering his ears, crying out in pain. Then, in a flash of lightning through the broken window, they saw her. A pale little girl in a torn nightgown, her hollow black eyes staring directly at them. She pointed at the group, her mouth opening impossibly wide as a shriek pierced the air. The camera fell from Ethan's hands, capturing only chaos, shadows moving, screams, footsteps, and then silence. The aftermath. The next morning, villagers found the house silent once again. On the floor of the attic was only the camera, still recording. The footage ended with a final frame. All 4 friends standing together, frozen like statues, their faces pale, and a 5th figure standing right behind them. From that day forward, no one dared to enter Hollow Creek Manor again.